I'm looking at this other person and it's like totality here, right? And clearly, I think that there is something that they feel that they need to work on in terms of stability with the relationship, that it may be, a lot of hard work, especially if something needs to be corrected here. But then I also think that it may be separate from you. The Three of Wands being the overall here, this is kind of telling me that at some point this relationship has been set into motion, but we're talking about waiting to see how things develop. Now, for you, that may be your perspective here. For them, they may be kind of like looking toward, where the future is for them in terms of relationships, not just you. Okay. And I don't mean that, they're looking at other options or things like that, but I think that they may have been through some shit. So you come into this with the Wheel of Fortune. I think that this could be you giving this person a second chance. And I think that for them, they may be looking at it like, okay, we're going to get stability here. They're wanting to have some kind of stability or make some kind of accomplishment with the relationship. Now, for some of you, though, this could be you literally looking at a person going, something's going on with the stability with them, and it's an opportunity that is coming around for you, though I do believe that there is history here. Something has been set into motion for the both of you. You showing the Star, I think that this is, it feels to me like there is a very like giving side of you. It's almost like I can help heal you. That's what I want to say, right? So it's not like the Empress here, but it's more about wanting to, heal some issues here, definitely. But I also look at this and think for you, this is like having hope restored in the relationship, especially if they're willing to put in the effort here with the Eight of Pentacles. But that's never really a good thing. It's not horrible. But that is basically that person looking at the relationship with you like maybe this is more work than they can handle, especially if things need to be corrected for them, because I almost look at this as like there is a distance between the two of you where I think that you're going to have like second thoughts about whether or not this is something that you want to see if it's going to go any further, because you're doing the kind of going my own way here and trying to figure things out while they're trying to create balance in a situation that I think has to do with stability, in their life period with the Four of Wands. But I'm still seeing the both of you coming in with this opportunity here to like try to make some kind of an accomplishment with this relationship. But something needs to be corrected for them. And they may be looking at it like maybe it's not fair to you to, create this sense of hope if they're not willing to work on it, especially if their focus and attention is in other areas of their life. That's how I want to say that. Because the way that they come out on this is like they're shut down. And they may be waiting on something else to be fixed or corrected here with justice. I don't necessarily feel like you need to make amends towards them or them you. I think it's more so about doing what they feel like is right. But I also get this feeling like they're waiting for it. They're waiting for that fairness and balance for them. So it's like, I don't want to get your hopes up, but there are some things that I need to, focus on right now. And that's, to me, it feels detrimental on their part because it's like, what's the point in doing that? Let's move on here. You're either going to try to create stability with, the other person here or you're not. And that's kind of how, I feel looking at them. You, though, are coming off with this feeling of I can heal you, but it's like they don't want it, if that makes sense. Now, with the Chariot, though, coming out, this could be about, and again, right, like the distance between the two of you, and it could be literal here, where we're talking about, you needing to, like, go and see them. But I don't think that they're going to make an attempt to do that. But I also look at the Chariot as like sense of direction in terms of a relationship. And this is where it's time now. This is like the make or break moment where we need to start picking up the momentum, or Pisces, you need to move on. But the thing is with the Ten of Cups being there, there is something about this that feels like for the both of you where there is a lot of happiness that could be had. Like seriously, we could get to that overall happiness if this person would just see it. That's what I want to say. But they shut down. But I don't think that you're stopping even if they're not communicating. You know, because I think that you kind of understand, but I think that there is at least some point where you question on whether or not this is even the right direction for you. And then you have the Page of Swords, but they're not answering you, and that's the problem. So the big time feeling that I get off of these clarifiers is that you're not going to let that deter you. It's almost like, you know what, that's fine if you want to use me as a punching bag, but I'm not letting go of this. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. So with the Ten of Swords, what I feel like here is the longer that they, you know, choose not to communicate or open up here, and the longer that they feel like they need to take a break, the more that I think that their thoughts are going towards saying, well, you know, I just need to be done with this, right? It may not be what they want to do, but with your Nine of Wands being there, I think that you see this coming, but I don't think that you're letting that in or letting it affect the momentum forward because there's still that happiness, right? Now, for them, they're in a place of chaos, straight up, right? And I think that what they're trying to do here is like get some fucking order and control in their life instead of looking at everything that comes through as it's just going to end anyway, so fuck it, you know? But you're not letting go with the Four of Pentacles, and I don't think it's about something that you're not letting go of. I literally feel like you're not letting go of the relationship. It's like, fine, I can maintain this as long as you can. That's how I feel like Pisces is acting in this. I feel like you're coming from a place of more understanding, and that seems to be the big thing for a lot of people. You guys are dealing with people who are fucked up and scarred, but I really do think that for them, they think that they know what's best for them, but I think that you know otherwise, and I don't think that the momentum can be stopped here. They just can't see this happiness that could be had just yet. And with the Page of Swords coming out and looking at the Eight of Swords for them, the thing is I kind of look at this as if you're having communication about why this person is stuck or why they think they're stuck, for you, you look at it like that's not a good enough answer. That's not good enough, right? And yeah, I feel a little bit pushy on your side, maybe a little bit, but the thing is if you're coming out of the Hermit and you're moving forward with the Chariot, there's reason to believe that, you know, this relationship can move forward to that happily ever after, so to speak. But they're really fucking stuck. Really fucking stuck. And they really believe that something needs to be fair, you know, but the thing is Pisces, this may be one of those things where you're going to have to make a choice here, I think, on whether or not this is worth doing for you if this person can never see the potential, you know, because when does it get to a point here where we're just maintaining things the way that they are and nothing ever changes, you know, but they can't give you a straight answer in terms of anything anyway. You know, and maybe you do need to focus on what direction you're headed for this overall happiness because they sure the hell aren't looking for it, you know, so it's one or the other here. So you come into this with the Hermit, and again, this is going to be about, you know, looking at what you really want from a relationship. What do you really want in your love life? Are you happy with, you know, the way things have been going? The Hermit would say no, because you're in this place of like trying to figure out how to get exactly what you want, what you need. But you have this opportunity with the Ace of Cups. So I think that a lot of you are coming out of this place here, and there's this opportunity that's being created. But with the Two of Pentacles, it's either you or somebody else. They're afraid to approach the other person with the Two of Pentacles. And with the Queen of Swords, it's because you're dealing with somebody here who's probably, you know, really bitter over what they have been through in the past, or that, or it's you, you know, especially with the Hermit coming through. But there's definitely an opportunity to start a new relationship with that Ace of Cups. The Lovers, though, I don't like. Now, With the Eight of Swords here, you're talking about somebody who doesn't feel comfortable. They feel like they're being put in an uncomfortable position here. And the thing is let's just say that you're dealing with somebody here who can't get over their ex. And that may be why we're looking at the Lovers, because that would be the Queen of Swords here. Whether you're dealing with male, female, air, doesn't matter. They're having a problem here, and I don't think that you feel comfortable with that as far as moving the relationship forward if they're constantly focused on what they've experienced because of an ex, especially if this person is still an option for them. Because I don't feel like that's you. You know, and that may be why we're looking at stay optimistic about your love life. But this is a person that is not easy to approach because they're just not receptive. And then the Three of Swords. Okay. You know, with the Empress, what I feel like is that there is just enough temptation because of, you and the way that you look. Because I feel like the Empress is you. You look good, whether you're male or female, right? You're a tempting offer. And I hate to put it that way, but I think that that's how the other person is seeing it. But they're still very much focused on a situation that is bad. And they know it's bad and they need to get out of it. The King of Wands, though, looking back at that, I think that for a lot of you, if this is about a person here that is not that easy to approach, the thing is I think you're coming from a place of, first of all, having a lot of attraction and passion for them and the want to kind of like act on this for sure and have this new beginning created. But the thing is that I think that unfortunately, Pisces, even if this is like a new person coming around for you, they're not in a place where they're ready to let go of whatever, bitterness they have over somebody else. They're still very much focused on them. They may not be in a relationship with them, but I look at the Three of Swords in this case as they know they need to let it go. But are they? I don't think so. And I don't think that you're comfortable with being a part of this, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's very close to going back to an ex. But I feel like, the Empress in this situation is, the both of you are like, there's this attraction to, each other, right? But the thing is it could just be seen as you're just the temptation. But that's not really fair, And then you have the Queen of Wands, all right? So this is saying that it's safe for you to love in this relationship. But I think that the reason why that's coming through is because of what's going on here. So with the Four of Pentacles, you're talking about somebody who needs to try a little bit harder here to get the passion going because things have fallen into a routine with the Four of Cups. It's just same shit, different day, but there's a lack of passion. Although I do think that somebody is trying, the problem is whether or not the other person is being receptive to that. Now, with the Eight of Wands, though, you kind of move into this place where you start enjoying each other a little bit more, but that may be because of, some kinky stuff going on, maybe, with the Knight of Swords. But, what I worry about here is that, and I'm interested to see how this is clarified. The Knight of Swords could be talking about somebody who is just, enjoying a moment where they get to, be involved with a situation where somebody is just getting a piece and that's it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that there has to be cheating, but it could be that somebody finally, kind of like takes control here, But the Eight of Wands would suggest that we're enjoying this. And it looks interesting because of the way that it comes out with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands here, because it looks like there is a lot of passion and drive here, but the problem is with the Queen of Wands, I kind of look at that as somebody who maybe is not giving of themselves completely. And that may be where it's saying that, it's safe for you to start opening up and loving again, and it may be that this is one of those things where, love has been lacking, right? There may be a lot of physical chemistry, but, is it you that's holding yourself back? And then you have the Four of Wands. So I think that things kind of move into a place where this could be because of the action of the person that you're with or because of you here, where things are a little bit more lighthearted. But I don't think that, you are very like fully giving of yourself to the relationship. I think it's one of those things where it just is what it is. But that could lead to problems. But maybe we need to just let go of the seriousness of day to day and give into the passion that you have for your partner here, and give into maybe them being like really passionate and full of drive, right? Maybe that will change things if you're willing to be giving of yourself a little bit more here and things get a little bit fun. Back to that initial feeling when you first started, hooking up, right? So with the Six of Wands here, clearly somebody is continuously putting themselves out there, but it's like somebody just isn't, trying hard enough here. And they just look like they're not interested, almost like they just don't feel the passion, and everything is just falling into this routine. And then there feels like there's this acceptance here that you're not going to get what you need. But, maybe that changes here a little bit when we let go of the stress of everything on the relationship, right? Because the Six of Pentacles, yeah, that's going to be, I'm not getting what I need here. I'm putting myself out there, but hey, do you not see I need this from you? And that could be you here. And maybe we're letting somebody have a little bit too much control. But with the Eight of Wands, it's just like we're just savoring the moment, but it's not good enough, right? But it does feel like things start to change here. But, again, you have to be more giving of yourself here and move things into a more lighthearted place, and it's okay for you to open up. Like, it's okay to do that. But I also feel like, Pisces, you can't expect your partner to read your mind either, right?